check. I got this girl and she wants me to duke her. I told her I'll come scoop her around 8, she said. That sounds great, shorty girl's a trooper. No matter what I need her to do, she be like, on his own throne, the boss like King Cooper. On the microphone, he flossed the ring. Average MCs is like a TV blooper. MF Doom, he's like DB Cooper. Out with the moolah, I let her get her outfit just to cool her off. She said niggas ain't about shit. I wonder if she meant it, I doubt it. The way it be in her mouth, she can't live without it. And can't live with this, handle your business. Villainous, stay on a scandalous whole shit list. One pack of cookies, please, Mr. Hooper. It's fun smacking rookies, he is the look like a black Wookie when he let his beard grow. Weirdo, brown skinned, always kept his hair low. Rumors has it it's a S-curl accident. Doom was always known to keep the best girls' backs bent. Some say it's the eyes, some say the accent. A lot of guys wonder where their stacks went. I call her thunder thighs with the fatty swoller. Only mess with high rollers, do what daddy told her. No matter the city, she with me to do the thang thang. Working the coochie hoopty chitty chitty bang bang. Same name on the titty as on the name ring. Pretty like Baby D off all in the same gang. Keep my eye on her, really don't trust her, but I treat her like a daughter. Taught her how to bust a nut and the heat to turn beef to horse meat chalupa. Teach her how to hold it, of course he is the. See, most cats treat her like fufa or beat her to a stupor. Take it from the. You need to make her feel cuter and lay down in G like loofah. Everything will be do for her. Keep her in a new fur so she looks sweet when she go to meet the Looper. Got the Buddha, get the grenadiers, twist it, put it in the air. Come here, kiss it. Listen here, Scooter. Let her try to bag you when she's on the rag. Never let her fry the ragu. Which will have you into some type of spell crying dag boo. Her name on your back in a tattoo. Whether a bougie broad, nerd, hoe, street chick. Don't call her wife if you met her at the freak nick. You don't want her, don't waste her time, I'll dupe her. And be a father to your child like the. He keep his hoes in check, sends him out to get glows from all frozen necks. Tell him take his clothes, leave him posing naked for real. Better yet, get him for the check off the record deal. Find out where he keep the tech and the blue steel. Make sure for extra rec, let him know how you feel. And while he's running down to All-Star Weekend to ball, I'm coming with the U-Haul.
Big love, how you doing?
Has the laser cannon been loaded?
Everything has been prepared as you ordered. But how did you get permission to return to New York, Master?
Through the efforts of a misguided fool.
It's free enterprise. And I'm not gonna let some blasted government bureaucrat tell me how to run my business. But Doom will be my guest on my private estate on Long Island. There's nothing you can do about it. He's dangerous. I just hope you know what you're doing. Don't I always? Ah, there's Doom's jet. Right on time. Why is it so cold down here?
The heat went out in the whole building.
Warm enough out there on Long Island with Doom.
Doom? Here in New York?
Yes, Doom has an amazing new machine.
Get the President of the United States on the phone.
How long is all this gonna take, Doom?
I would not advise you to repeat that error.
Sure. I know what you mean.
I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't
thrill me
at
out.
all. So tell me why shouldn't it be true? I get a kick out of brew. There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on the label. Beat up all the MCs and drink them under the table like it's on me. Put it on my tab, kid, however you get there. Foot it, cab it, iron horse it. You leave it on your face, forfeit. Across the mic, hold it like the heat, he might toss it. Told her, tell him they stole it. He told her he lost it. She told him get off it and a bunch of other more shit. Getting money, DTs be getting no new leads. It's like eating watermelon.
Stay spitting new seeds.
Mr. Weed, give me some of what he drooping off. As soon as he wake up, choking like it was whooping cough. They
Groupings off.
First hour at the open bar and they trooping off. He went to go laugh and get some head by the side road. She asked him autograph a derriere red to wide road. This yard bird tastes like fried toad. Turd love villain. Take pride in code words. Crooked eye mode, nerd geek with a cold heart. Probably still be speaking in rhymes as an old fart. study how to eat to die by the pizza guy. No, he's not too fly to ski.
The skis are high.
And squeeze a thigh. Maybe give her curves a feel. The same way she feel it when he flow with nerves of steel. They call her super when they need their back plumbing fix. How is only one left? The pack coming 6. Whatever happened to 2 and 3? A herb tried to slide with 4 and 5 and got caught. Like what you doing, G? Don't make him have to get cutting like truancy. Matter of fact, not for nothing right now. You and me. Looser than a pair of Adidas.
Reptilian Reaper, what's going on?
MCs sound like cheerleaders, rapping and dancing like redhead kingpin. Doom came to do the thing again.
No matter who be bling.
He do it for the smelly hubbies. Seeds know what time it is, like it's time for Teletubbies. Few can do it, even fewer can sell it. Take it from the dude who wear a mask like a tarted helmet. He plots shows like robberies. In and out, 1, 2, 3, nobody's please. Run the cash and you won't get a wet sweatshirt. The mic is the shotty, nobody move, nobody get hurt. Bring heat like the boy done gone to war. He came in the door and everybody on the floor. A whole string of jobs like we on tour. Every night on a score, coming to your corner store.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's Norch it. Oh, Tetris. I love me some Tetris. I remember Columns. That was the Sega version of Tetris.
There is done. Now that the representative from South Africa has been mind programmed, all of the world's leaders on Earth are under my control. And when they meet tomorrow in special session,
I put this out yesterday.
shall be voted master of the world. My plan is foolproof, but just in
But if you want to follow Majesty on socials, Majesty Reader, at Majesty Reader, pretty much anywhere. If you want to email, it's majestyreader@gmail.com. We're probably going to be Majesty Reader in most scenarios. The shorthand for that will be just Majesty, you know, but we call it the platform. I've been calling it the platform for so long now that it's hard to even call it Majesty because, don't get me wrong, that's the name and I love it, but because I had to keep that name and everything sort of close to vest, I just trained myself to call it the platform.
Gosh, I wish I'd brought my autograph book.
your attempts at humor bore me.
Right, Leadhead.
You're weird. Why is everyone staring at us?
Oh, I should have realized. We must look like freaks to them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about also starting to stream from the Majesty Reader YouTube account because what I'm eventually going to want is maybe not even stream from there, but just post videos and stuff on there. But I'm going to wait till my actual pitch video gets done before I do that. And then we'll go from there. Are you trying to Norch it up, Biddy?
Yo, official ass coming through better. All my hoods on the block better. All my people's locked up better. You better. Yo, lyrical assault. Mike's outlined the chalk. Gun talk, homicide New York. Caught a raw deal. Horror Amityville. Amy still. Breathe in your man and get killed. Put a knife to the love of your life. Put a slug in your wife. Blood in your ice. Mud on my knife. Cash ice. Drug price.
Blake Benson, what's up? How you doing?
With the gap, pull your brain back. Switch your lanes and drop vest. Blow the top and jet. Cock and wet, you rock to death. Drive-by, stain the eyes, painted black lines. All the way live. Guns in the sky, move you die. Survive, niggas leave you left for dead. One in your head, running for fed, drugs under your bed. Crime kills, blast bomb skills like 9 mils. A nigga dead. Shot skills, what? Official ass coming through better. Where my real thugs at, you better. All my feelings with the jacks better. You better.
All right, let's Norch. Cheers.
If you don't wanna get wet, better. If you're from the projects, better. You better. Right now, we gon' hit you up with the joints like blast nasty, fight foul style, taking you to the bank. My rules pack shake, let that click, and the 600 biz tank. MCs get got, come in the tangle for wild angles.
myself.
So play dead, I stay red, spray lead, I'm way fed, and ain't leaving without they head. Sun holders, they about to get roughed up. What? When you see me, all you hear is fuck, 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 fuck. Shooting ass coming through better. All my shorties in the spot better. If you don't wanna get shot, better. Better, you better. Official ass coming through better. When you see the cops coming better. East Coast, West Coast better. You better. You better. What? We doing what the truth do. Come on. We doing what the truth do. Come on. Raise it up. Raise it up.
We gotta catch 'em all. I'm too sick for a song. We stayin' with that fire, bitch. We smoking gyros on. We got it out the mud. It was just me and my dogs. We hit the gym and ball. Yeah, we hit the gym and ball. Ball out like we used to. No, we can't fall out if I choose you. Whoa, if I'm down, what would you do? I love my shawty thick, like she Mewtwo. Like she Mewtwo, it's like we Mewtwo. She on my hip, she love boo-boo. I'm seeing red, yeah, baby, like I'm Mewtwo. We are sweet cool sticks, we gon' shoot you, yeah. We sippin' perp, ganga. Yeah, we came out the dirt like we drill by. When Brocky off that part, he can't stand up. But there's way too much hurt, I understand it. We gotta catch 'em all. I'm too sick for a song. We stayin' with that fire, bitch. We smoking gyros on. We got it out the mud. It was just me and my dogs. We hit the gym and ball. Yeah, we hit the gym and ball. Ball out like we used to. No, we can't fall out if I choose you. Whoa, if I'm down, what would you do? I love my shawty thick, like she Mewtwo. My diamonds like a pad, they shiny other for, but still, I ain't even gonna lie. Missing days I didn't control. I've been through too much to tell you how I really, really feel. I got way too many options, girl, but still I'm choosing you. I got a lot to say, but not much time left. Know my friends would die for me. That love is timeless. Baby, this is not my day. Hope you don't mind it. She told me put God first, but still I'm trying to find it for real. We gotta catch 'em all. I'm too sick for a song. We stayin' with that fire, bitch. We smoking gyros on. We got it out the mud. It was just me and my dogs. We hit the gym and ball. Yeah, we hit the gym and ball. Ball out like we used to. No, we can't fall out if I choose you. Whoa, if I'm down, what would you do? I love my shawty thick, like she Mewtwo.
All through the town.
Sure. 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 Sure.
You said, was that an AI song? I don't think so. If it is, it's a good AI song.
Sure. Sure. Yo. Niggas ride my coattails. This bitch just wanna Rolex. Real hoes on the floor. I use them as the doormats. Real bitches singing songs when Ricky ring the doorbell. You ever lose a bitch to me, then you can't get your hoe back. Drop top living rooms. I bet you never saw that. Base by the swimming pool. His chains on and all that. Niggas minuscule. We ran them out the ballpark. Cartier's vintage. Everything else stated of art. Tennis chains on. It cost at least 10 of them things. $1 billion operation with Benny and gang. Dead presidents, gold elephants, stick to your regiment. We was re-rocking and we was rocking veterans. Ditch the evidence. Yo. I heard these niggas getting settlements. Yo. Yo, drive-bys out the mansory, put a hand on me. Break a Dutch, rip the cancer leaf for trying to dance with me. Star-studded, the bras lovers, pushing car buttons. This bitch two of a kind, cause she fucking all lovers. Nah, I'm bluffing, the watch face match the car cover. Duck got penguins roaming around from Antarctica. Dawn sippers, these broke niggas sipping malt liquor. Cybertruck driving itself, that's what it's for, nigga.
I think what you're thinking of is auto-tune, not AI.
Louis Vuitton slippers, dodging potholes, the Perry on sippers. I warn niggas, yo.
It is. It is the last promotion combo. We both sampled the same game. Yep. Mine too. He's mine too. I mean, I'm not a big Killer Instinct fan, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I loved the original game, but the older I got and the more games they put out, the less they got away from that, and I was just like sort of over it. But yeah, dog.
So, you think you're untouchable?
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you backing up in a defensive position. An ass-kicking anthem, heavyweight or bantam, holding camps for ransom. The microphone phantom, teams hit the floor, it's the new fight joint. Like a broken needle, kid, you missing the point. We dominate your conference with offense, that's no nonsense. My theme song hits, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, ducking ice sticks, bare knuckle mitts through fight pits. Beat you lifeless, never survive this. Get forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. The raw rhymer, turning legends to old timers. My incisors like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc., and we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. You ain't advanced enough to process potential phonetical concepts or objects are foreign, like block tests, fonts and text are complex, regardless of your finesse or your fitness. It's a condition of business. Your lane vision of an underground physical image underneath to undermine your own typical image with the precision of percentages and the collision of sentences. Poetry, beats and mics, we untouchable like righteous sluts with no crevices. Streets unite, we rock brighter with dumber beats. Your cats couldn't come this hot and urged off in the summer heat. Forget 2 takes, kill your birds the first time. Your best ain't worthy of my filler or worse rhymes. I'm better than nice. Check the veteran stripes, leave you beside yourself with fear. I'll kill you, bury you twice, despite the cover of night. Tracking your flight like guerrilla warfare, where the grass is dense. Approaching me's a quick way to get referred to in the past tense. Dead that. When the light and mic is on, the crowd is dead like an intermission when you on a Titan Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me.
It's okay. No worries. I got your boy, and I mean your boy. Probably better if I do it like that, huh? I think it's gorgeous. I think it's fucking gorgeous, bro. I mean, until the Star Trek. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Even with the Star Trek, you know, decks coming out later this year, the Princess Bride probably be the only thing that would rival that for me. So that's going in the Go Shintai. This thing has Death Touch too. Oh man, that's dope. Yeah, I need something like that. I need something like that. That is incredible. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Gotta catch 'em all. Fucking Charizard. Is that the latest edition I have? I didn't know they. I don't know. I mean, I never knew they even had that. I just started. I just started creating Magic decks. That's like my second. That's like my second one. First one I had was a Doctor Who one. This is the Go Shintai proxy deck. It's got a lot of the cards from. I'm probably going to start replacing them with the actual cards pretty soon. Man, I got worked earlier, even though I got a really good opening hand. Got worked on. But I could get into analog with the right people if they're patient enough with me, because I just don't like analog gaming like that. Even chess, I prefer digital. You know what I mean? So. Tenant Game, how you doing? Oh, just chilling. Just working on the app. Working on the app. I have to refine a setting, and so I'm just sitting here sort of going over the workflow of that. What I really got to do is fucking do some legal shit, which I'm putting off till tomorrow. But tomorrow's the last day. I'm probably gonna do it first thing in the morning, just to feel good about myself. So that'd be the first thing I do, because I was supposed to do something this morning and it got pushed back a week. So, but I'm very excited about that client and the potential to show them Majesty, because you guys have seen it. Like, you guys know what it is. If you haven't seen Majesty, like, let me know, because there might be some people in here who hasn't seen it. So. Yeah, we got to get Pitus in that and in a chat. I should probably start that right now. Oh, yeah. No, it just got rescheduled. That's all. It's unfortunate, but you know, that happens. And I mean, honestly, it's not even that it's unfortunate. It's just because unfortunate would be like, no, they're not interested. It's just scheduling, and that happens. Yeah, these were scores made by Tombstone. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it literally says might and magic in the title. So it's got to be good for fucking magic, right? Magic is such an incredible game. I mean, it really is. It just, holy shit. I'm mad that I learned to play later in life. I think that's what I'm most irritated about. It's whack as hell. Yeah, I'm down for second edition. Damn, that sketch is stupid. That sketch right there is fucking incredible. Always love the art on this page. Like even if you one-to-one it, which is no zoom. Look at that. Stupid. I think there was like, oh, 2 rows of 3. That was dope. I'm always testing that. Did we this right here? Good. Yeah, we got VR plans in our roadmap that are fucking stupid. Like, you know me, I don't really think small. So I got a lot of ideas. Damn, I love one-to-one. One-to-one is sick because, you know, when you're able to do things in one-to-one, like go into the different layers like this, it's just like, oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, we put that up. Gorgeous. The question is how much would you pay to have books available in this way, to own and or to rent through subscription? I feel like everybody's going to have their own sort of approach to it, which is like, you know, I'm all for letting the marketplace decide. I know I've been sitting on that second edition for a while, but I know like I'm all for letting the marketplace decide, and I think that is always the best option. But I'm always curious to sort of, to gauge what people are sort of into. Is there anything it's not capable of? I mean, the implications go far beyond just comics, and I think everyone knows that, and yet I just really want to knock the comics part out of the park. Because I feel like comic people are passionate people, and they spend their money passionately, and they support the people that they love passionately. And if you give them a reason to support the people they love, they will. You know? If you're a comic book fan and I gave you the opportunity to support your favorite comic book author or your favorite comic book brand or your favorite comic book line, you would. Oh, that's sick. I love this. But yeah, no, it's capable of a lot, man. There's a lot of shit going on in this app. Like there's so much going on in this app. It's not even funny. You know what? I need something. There are so many ways it could break down. Pay for an account, unlimited access to basic level of each book. Subscription gains access to extra features like zoom and different layers. Yeah, I mean, that's actually an interesting thing you're bringing up here. You're bringing up the idea of like, you're basically saying if somebody was to unlock, like if they were to say to their subscribers, hey, if we get 100 people, this layer will be unlocked. If we get 1,000 people, all the layers will be unlocked. You know what I mean? Like, is that what you're saying? I'm hoping that's what you're saying, or I'm trying to understand if that's what you're sort of trying to articulate. But yeah, I don't even know what you're trying to articulate because I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to articulate. So, yeah. But there's a lot of ways I can break down. I completely agree. Sorry. I did that. I gotta change the speed of that. That's happening way too fast. Oh, that's right, because I don't have those set up yet. Goddamn. Weird. Some chug here. I don't know if that's from inside this, but I'm gonna read. I also feel like whenever I'm sharing this with through OBS, I always feel like I get like a memory leak because of the way that it's producing. But let me see something real quick. I wonder if this. I'll be right back on that. I'm sure that's taking up your time. Already's running much better. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's why that didn't work. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can change that. That's probably gonna be something like. I mean, it's not ideal. Hey, you know I'm always for that. Hey, got a little desk in here. Damn, it's not fucking holding. Hmm. I wonder if that has to do with that. Hmm. All right. Well, that's not really working how it's supposed to be. Tried to pop my back and it didn't work. Then I ended up looking like an idiot. I could do it. I just don't want to get up. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Okay, let me check this real quick first. Hey, have a good one. Peace, peace, peace. Man, yeah, it's funny is I've been reading a lot of AI news, and depending on who you ask, the future is either incredibly bright or incredibly gloomy. I think it's incredibly bright, but of course, I can understand why people think the opposite. Yeah, no, yeah, device ID issue. That's why we're not release ready, but we're close. I love the way she's drawn here. Damn. Look at Struck's fucking detail in this. He's so good. I always am blown away by the detail of this right here. Because if you then look, you like see the two figures there. It's supposed to be the president. Supposed to be the president and Garrett. And it just fills it in pretty well. Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, I think there's a lot of flexibility with stuff like that with AI. It's just there's just so much shit to learn. There's just so much shit to learn, you know? I know this, you know, people are like, well, that looks grainy, right? Because this was the sort of the base image or whatnot. But of course, if you cycle up inside the actual, you can actually turn that off. But I was going for this right here. See that? See how that cleared up? It's almost like you put glasses on. Look at that. Like that's the regular one. Then boom. That could probably be a little bit better too when I'm moving around. I mean, if I don't have my hand on the magnifier, then it doesn't. It just, but it's like when I try to move it while, if I'm moving it while it's doing, it's not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just probably on like a pre-caching issue or something like that. Ditch your specs. This app does all the seeing for you. Totally. Yeah, you don't need glasses. I mean, if you can't tell me, follow Majesty Reader, you guys. Follow at Majesty Reader everywhere. Just follow at Majesty Reader everywhere. That's all I can say about that. Look how beautiful this looks. It ain't perfect, but it ain't gotta be. Damn, that looks good. What's up? Oh, what Biddy Love just said? Zooming into the future with Majesty Reader. That's a really good ad campaign. I'll tell you that. Oh, oh, you just looking at what's going on right now? I will say, dog, this shit is pretty crazy, right? Like being able to have the lines in one and being able to cycle through the other, and yeah, it's proprietary software, patent pending, 77 pages, expensive, but worth it. Man, that was fun. That's always fun to read. The layers, I'm always in awe whenever you open it. Me too. Shit. I mean, sometimes I can't believe that we created it. Sometimes I can't believe that this is an idea born of unified theory. But hey, you know what? GU has never let me down. Look how seamless this is. Beautiful. Hmm. You guys trying to North up real quick? I left off in this one. This shit was slapping. Yeah, I wish I had layers on these. And I feel like whoever, sees the value in, why does that do that? Oh, that's a bug. That is a bug. Yeah. There's like a, yeah, no, that's a bug. Yeah. So I heard that in her voice too. Is what I'd be saying if our secondary systems had not come online as designed. Yeah, Captain Freeman. Look at their faces. They're like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to go on any adventures. I'm a red shirt. Tandy is hilarious. Um, yeah, I'm gonna North Choke. As far as you said, I bet you get an email from Marvel or DC about their comics not looking as good as that. I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't think they'd want to play ball with us in the way that we would want to play ball with them. Because I don't want Marvel to be like, oh, we want to come in and like buy you guys. That's not even what I'm even sort of going for. Like I'm much more interested in the notion of like, hey, Marvel wants to, you know, sell on our platform, and that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? She's so fucking stupid. She's like, not really. Got used to it. Got used to that a while back. And imagine getting them to voice their characters for this, sound wise. Fucking stupid. It's like, Captain, that being has turned the Cerritos into an ornament on some kind of colossal tree. Fuck. Like, okay, you've proven your point. We've proven your power. Um, it's the fourth greatest Star Trek of all time. Yeah. Some people could argue it's the third greatest Star Trek of all time. But the big three are the big three. It's hard to argue with. TOS, TNG, and DS9. I mean, I do know some Voyager over TOS fans. I'll accept that. Lower Decks is incredible. It's an incredible fan love letter from a fan to fans. Like, yeah. Man, she really wants to have an adventure, but like, fuck. See Lower Decks number one. I mean, our first number one. I mean, uh, the meta humor in this issue is pretty goddamn crazy. I will say that. Computer, create an exciting, adventurous program that, if it were real life, would definitely kill us in some really fascinating. God damn it, Aaron. Boimler's like, yeah, dog, you're not gonna kill me on some shit. Wait, can she break the fourth wall? I don't understand. You're talking about they're having all sorts of public domain adventures? Shit. Doritos. Why does that look like Planet Express ship? That looks like Planet Express ship, dog, from Futurama. What kind of goofy ass looking ship is that? That's funny. The Bonaventure? What kind of goofy ass registry number is that? Captain Vinku, what's up, brother? How are you doing? I am just doing some work stuff. How about yourself? I know we got an operation date coming up pretty soon. Hopefully, I mean we're just coming back from leave, so you know during the holidays we take leave all the way up until third week of January. Yeah, me too. Me too. I can't wait to get back. I think that we've had two whole versions of Star Citizen since we've been gone. Their updates come pretty goddamn fast. Which enterprise? Come on, dog. You gotta be more specific than Yeah, that might be able to fix that too. I mean, I don't even know if that's a bug. That might be intended. I might have to just create something around that. It's sort of a Bermuda Triangle in space. That's funny. Touche. Touche. Who wrote this? Fucking stupid. Oh shit, they're referencing the animated series. No way. Get the fuck out of here. So wait, in order to get this issue, I have to watch the animated series and find the USS Bonaventure. Okay, that's good. That's really good. How come Kirk's so close to the camera? Oh man, I could read on Majesty all fucking day, and I do, but that's how I know I could read on it all day, is because I literally read on it all day, testing it, writing down fucking different tests, and oh my goodness, yes, very, 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 very good. It is running pretty well. Hell yeah. I'll definitely reach out to you, Mr. Vanku, on some preparing for the mission coming up. I definitely want to link up with you in the verse. Like I said, I hadn't been on in literally months because I'd been just doing other sort of chair stuff. God damn, that shit is so fun. It's like the most fun way to read comics ever. Has just, it's really enjoyable. Oh, 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 yeah, that was great. Well, let's do Final Norchdown. I'm off in 30 minutes, and I got some Battle Squeal to play tonight. I don't know who's playing Battlefield, but we had a fucking adventure last night, the likes you've never fucking seen before. It was a straight up adventure. There is no other way anymore. Yeah, well, I hope that people, well, look, given a choice between Majesty and any other reader, I feel like people would choose Majesty, and not because we quote unquote believe that we're us. It's just that I feel like what you can do on our platform, you can't do anywhere else without violating our fucking intellectual property. So, to me, you read like a cyberpunk comic on here, and it's just, look how this shit looks. And yeah, could you do a magnifier or something like that? Yeah, but could you do it multi-layer? No, because multi-layer is our technology. And so the question will be like, okay, without you just doing a straight video for your comic, how are you going to try to recreate this without violating our intellectual property? Damn. This is a good issue as well. Oh man. All right, let's smoke. Kachams?
Kachams.
What up, brother? Be advised, we are live going out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's going down, brother?
Not a whole lot. They was a day off for most of the people in this house, so they got the living room area all jammed up.
Oh, okay. What is it? A holiday?
No, just they happen that they all have their day off on Thursday and Tuesday.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Well,
So
enjoy
I let them do
that.
their thing. Yeah.
How goes
Do their thing.
the battle? I'm over here working, trying to do big work on the app.
I bet. Yeah, I was working on some content earlier for Patreon. It's not quite done, but it will be. Trying to stack some stuff.
Yeah.
Because you know, after we have the company meeting, certain things I'm trying to enact for Majestic and that Patreon, we need to bring that value up.
I agree with you.
Remember when we was bringing in like 2,000 a month?
Oh yeah. I totally remember that. Yeah, that was also, I think, at a time where, you know, Patreon was a little bit more sort of new and fresh and hadn't sort of stabilized into sort of what it is right now.
That's fair.
But, you know, it is on us to bring the value up on that. So, you know, creating value for that subscription, I think is very much for sure.
It should be really easy too. It should be really easy because we got a lot of content. I'm going through some of the stuff that we've created just over the past 2 years.
Right.
You got a lot of stuff, bro.
That's true.
A lot.
That's absolutely true. I mean, for the most part, I don't think that we would have any problem with the content. Like, it's just the release schedule. It's literally
that's it.
It's that
bingo.
Consistently releasing stuff and just having it to where there is a expectancy and thus a value appreciation for the consistent subscription.
That's exactly it. Nail right on the head. That's all it is, bro. We got mad content. It's just release schedule. That's all it is. Once we get that shit down and people get accustomed to us always being there. By the way, what's up, everybody on the stream? I can barely see the chat, but I do see it. But yeah, like once we get people accustomed to know, oh yeah, on this such and such day, they do a live stream. On this such and such day, they drop something, right? Yeah, it'll definitely pick up. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit about what CTO was saying last night about fixing our page turning mechanics and stuff, and the fact that we had been sitting on a workaround from the very beginning because we didn't have access to that code natively. Well, now we do.
Right.
And it is just a matter of before release solving for that, and then getting that pre-cache that she was talking about, where it's like you could preload, and I want to give the user somewhat of a choice on that. It's like you should be able to choose, like, I want 5 pages ahead, 5 layers ahead, always preloaded, no matter what. Now that initial load may take a couple of seconds, and you know, you might do a, you know, elevator music sort of progress bar type thing, but you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like they should have a choice of, okay, how many, essentially, what layers do you want to be there and what layers do you not want to be there?
Right.
That's where I would, you know, sort of give them the actual choice.
No, I 100% agree with that, bro. 100% agree. And it's just a good idea, and it will, like, there's a lot of other features that that she talked about that just from switching over to that flippy thing, like,
oh, did she show it to you?
I'm really looking at that. No, she didn't show it to me, but she told me, right? Yeah, like she told me about, you know, stuff like Like the gloss thing on the pages, like
Oh
that.
yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, imagine giving readers the ability to choose what type of sort of page material filter they could read with. More gloss, more
Yeah,
matte, more wear.
yeah, bro.
This is
Could look amazing.
and I said this in the Majesty Discord because somebody was talking about like, man, could this do this or that? We're starting to see more people in the Majesty Discord and more people active in the Majesty Discord asking questions. There's a general
Right.
comic book discussion thread that already is popping, talking about the Power Rangers. I'm a big Power Ranger fan,
Mm-hmm.
and so just talking about that line of books, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, we could get Boom Comics. Imagine a morphing
Yeah.
sequence on our platform, dog. Like, just
We could get that.
it would be crazy.
We
And
could get it.
yeah, so I don't. It's hard not to say these following words. We have the greatest comic book experience on planet Earth,
Bar none.
bar none.
Bar none.
And we've always tried to do this from the reader perspective, so that a publisher would feel comfortable with putting their material on here. So, like, look, if a reader's not going to read on this, why would I put my shit on here? Which is true.
Right.
But
right.
then you look at what Amazon has, and Amazon literally has, look, I don't mean to cut a promo here, and I'm not going to, but let's just say not our experience, right? And so
Right.
if they don't have our experience, but they still have people willing to read on their platform, what the hell does that mean for us?
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a good point. And speaking of that, like yesterday and earlier today, when I was adding some more books to my profile, and then doing the the smart paneling and all that stuff, and I'm looking and I'm like, there is no other reason to use another reader. There's no other reason to use that. Like, I have a shit ton of comic books, a shit ton. Some of them I haven't even read because when I went on a collection kick, I didn't just go and get digital replacements for the physical ones I had. I got a whole bunch of other ones too. So I'm really just starting to put more of them up there on the thing. And man, there is no reason. I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that I can give credit to another reader for is the Infinite Scroll. I see how that can be addictive because I know how they utilize that same thing in other social media. But that's it. Like, there is no reason to use another one. There's no reason to. And I'm telling you, when we launch this, the more people that use it, you're gonna hear more of that sentiment. You
Right.
are.
Yeah, and I mean, to your point about infinite downward scroll, I don't think that that's so revolutionary in a way where it's like, oh, they first of all, it's not a patentable sort of thing, and
Right.
second, it's
Right.
not something where it's like no one couldn't create a better experience than what they already have. I think what
Come on, bro.
happens with these larger conglomerate corpos in the comic book space is they get so far removed from what the fans' criticism and what their desires are, and their attitude is like,
Yeah.
look, we're making money. If we do anything, we risk that. So we're not gonna fucking try to reinvent the wheel. We're just gonna sell you what you've already been buying because we're the only game in town. I believe Majesty introduces a new game in town.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like you said, they're already making money using the format that they have. So because of that, they don't feel the need to experiment much. Money's already coming in, no need to rock the boat. And I get it, it's understandable. But the downside to that is that what happens is another upstart company comes along who's hungry and they're in the mood to innovate. Not just because, like you said, they didn't invent the Infinite Scroll, bro.
No.
That was something that was already in use, and they just applied it to this, right? So they really didn't bring much to the genre at all. They just took something, a feature from other platforms, and put it here. And this was their way, I believe, of trying to cut off a slice of the social media experience and then plug it into comic books. Now, here's the thing about that. When you half-ass stuff, you get half-ass results. I think Majesty is going to be more social than any of those other readers. Way more social, where people interact with each other, interact with when they create their own read flows, and all of these different looking. They want to see what books this person has, and all of these things, because it's not. These are not just static images. Like the publishers had the potential to go ham on their presentation and all of that, because Majesty gives them the tools to do that shit. So sky's the limit. You trying to attract people over to your comic book? We got a bunch of features you can enact. A bunch. And I think that's what incentivizes not only the publishers, but the readers to go and seek out more books for more experiences. Because at the end of the day, the static experience is cool when you find some series and titles that you like. Oh yeah, these are my titles that I always check on.
Right.
But now it's a little different, because it's not just the title itself. You might not feel like going out and learning something, a new title or whatever before, because these, at the end of the day, they're just static images. But now you potentially have video, you have audio, you have all this other stuff that you could be exploring, so that incentivizes you to find more experiences. And these publishers, their creativity is going to matter. It's going to matter.
Yeah, exactly. To your point, the publisher creativity is going to be your publishers are going to force to be creative again. Meaning, like, you can't just skate on saying, "Oh, we got this character licensed, therefore we're the only game in town. You got to buy our shit." It's like, no, there are just better experiences. Who cares if you have a 20th century comic book when a 21st century comic book has new characters, new experiences for a whole new age? This could birth a whole new Superman or Wonder Woman or Batman in its own right, because this medium is new. Batman and Superman were born because comics were new.
Right. And the newer character will inevitably, in my opinion, the presentation will take advantage of all the features that Majesty has. So the way you present that character is going to be different. You're going to have publishers that are going to adapt to that and find new ways to introduce new characters. So now it's more than just, oh shit, I got to wait for the next month to get another issue of this particular character. No, because if they do like the plan that I have for Majestic is to make constant updates to titles that's already been released, right? So you get to learn more about the characters, get to see them in a different light than you would have before. And not just the characters, but locations. Like, we create worlds over here. Look, I can't speak for other companies and other writers, but in Majestic Comics, we create worlds. We create entire universes over here. So that means there are locations, locales. Imagine a goddamn a travel series in the Centauri galaxy where you literally go to the different parts of the Centauri, the different civilizations, and you get these little information tips about, oh yeah, here this is an extropian moon they use for mining, or this, bro, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
Direwolf is saying that he doesn't see a Majestic reader, or I'm sorry, a Majesty reader YouTube account. I know we have one.
Do we? If we did, I didn't start it.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, before I talk about anything, I usually go and get that sort of stuff cornered, if you will. I just don't ever want to risk that being, you know.
Yeah. Slipping through the cracks. Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Because people will squat.
And it's good too. So now we do need to think about the type of content we put up there. Utilize it. Like, I got some ideas.
So do I.
I got some ideas.
So do I.
Nice. Nice.
The same thing we had been sort of saving and putting aside for our pitch video is going to be the same sort of quality of type of stuff that's going to be going on that website.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
account real quick.
And the bigger all of this stuff becomes, the more opportunities there'll be for other people who want to express their creativity in all kinds of different ways, right? So, for instance, there will be a time where you and I will be much too busy to be literally creating content for a channel.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be people who are interested in doing that sort of thing for Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
They can submit stuff and, you know, get hired to do that wing of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that can ride on the success of Majesty. A lot. A lot.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you on that. I mean, again, because it's such new real estate, I feel like there's no reason for uh, anyone to assume that they are going to just come in and be the dominant sort of player.
Now you gotta earn that.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that
Yeah.
you're gonna have to come in and show you have the best experience. Who has the best
Hmm.
next generation comic book experience? Who has the best?
Right.
Because that's what
And
the next
that's
sort of
what matters.
conversation is going to be in the comic book industry. Is who can do this the
Bro,
best?
I got an idea. Like
What
we
up?
could literally do we could do like like highlighting different experiences that the publishers have produced
Ooh,
on
that's
their
fire.
profile.
That's a fire
You
idea.
know, like right on the YouTube. Like it promotes other publishers. It promotes the features. It incentivizes hopefully people to come along and add their books and titles to the platform. There's a lot we could do with that. Just highlight it, put it right on the channel, and then show some of the stuff, a little demo of what they have, their experience, the things they've done.
Mm. You know what mode I love a lot? I didn't realize is
What's that?
read flow. Just Jesus take the
Yeah,
wheel mode, as I call it.
Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah. Um, but dog, I've read Extropy and Entropy like so many times just in testing. I fall in love with it again every time I read it again. And it's so
Mhm.
crazy because the app makes it more fun to dive into the comic, and the comic makes it more fun to use the app. And it's just they play off of each other. That's why Majestic has a stake in Manifest and Majesty, is because without the way that we thought about comics back 10 years ago, and this was 10 years ago, okay? We're at a point now where I
Mhm.
could literally say, I had this idea 10 years. You remember when I first came to you with this idea?
I do.
And now, let's say we've been working on it, even though physically we've been working on it for like 3 years. The concept, we've always said, keep our assets, keep your assets. And knowing that, like, oh, we had all of our assets and we had the ability to be able to do this and build this up. It's like, whoa, that's fucking nuts.
It is, because now, like I said, it's about to really come to fruition now. And like I said, the idea. I think that a lot of these publishers, I don't think that they really. So part of their whole distribution strategy usually is physical comics, digital comics. So physical comics, of course, would be stuff they can put into stores and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or do print on demand or whatever. Digital was basically just uploading their PDFs to the various different places that sell digital comics. That was the extent of it. At the very most they would do, I believe, I know with Global Comics, you can go in and set up the smart panel and stuff for it. But overall, it's just you uploading your PDF and putting the information about the comic book in there and just letting it go like that. with this, it's a whole production you can do. You can choose to use Majesty that way. You can upload your stuff and go, hey, my stuff's on Majesty now. But there's so many other features on there that you can do to enhance the experience of your comic book. I don't see why any publisher wouldn't take advantage of that.
I could see why some of them wouldn't, and there's going to be resistance to the sort of traditional consumption of comics because we are primarily a digital medium, and comics were born out of the analog space. But I believe that the two can coexist. The people you're talking about who are going to be either too lazy or too uncreative to figure out how to use not figure out how to use the features, but to take advantage of the features that are available to them, because you don't have to figure them out. They're not hard to do. It's just like you have your assets already. You have the ability to leverage your assets on this platform to do these things. You upload them. You line everything up and you sort of get everything in order, and then that's it. You do that one time. Maybe you come in and you add a layer, you come in and you add more content, but it's like you don't really have to like figure this shit out. We've done that. We've spent the last 3 years trying to figure this. That's why Tombstone is so important to this shit, because he, as a publisher of Majestic Comics, got the first chance to say, hey, as a publisher, we may want this, or we may want to do that, or, you know, why don't we have the ability to do this? And so, of course, as the platform, we had to be able to say, yes, 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 yes. There is no no's. Anytime somebody asks me a question, they're like, can we do? I'm like, yes. It's like, have you do? Yes, yes. It's always yes, because we can. You know the creators. So if you have ideas and you're like, yo, we should probably do this, or I have this idea about maybe doing this or that. Chances are it's likely we have considered it before, but if we haven't, and it's totally okay, we will consider it. I'm not too big for my britches to say I'm going to think of everything.
Well, no, and again, this is the reason why I believe that publishers will be incentivized to do it, because competition incentivizes you. And if there are other publishers on the platform that are doing these amazing things with their experiences, and you're not, and you're getting less traffic than you could get if you, at the very least, utilized the layer feature. At the very least, put your inks in your thumbnails and stuff. So when you start seeing with the competition, it's basically like you got two stores, right? They both basically sell the same sort of stuff, but one store just offers more value for whatever reason. People are going to eventually realize that and go to this store here because I get more out of it. And then that other store's going to look and go, damn, why everybody over there on that storefront over there? We ain't got nobody coming through here. Our stuff is just as good as theirs. And then they go, you know what? What are they doing? Okay, I need to do that too, or some of it, to get them to come on over here.
Hey, shout out to SPJ. What up, brother?
Boo!
Y'all are stupid. Someday I'll settle your petty rivalry.
Oh, man.
Dog, 1-to-1 mode, man. I didn't realize how much I would love that.
But you see how it increases the resolution?
Yeah. Well, not only does and everything. Yeah. Well, not only does it increase the resolution, because it'll show you the base layer.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It'll show you the base layer. But what the thing is like, if I'm able to, and we have this coming with our other sort of smart paneling, which is like you can outline, you can black out different parts and stuff like that. But having the ability to like isolate what layer you want to see and how, you know, and it's even when it's like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like you just have, brother, we're just working, we're just talking shop, trying to get everything sort of set up for the next couple months. But I'm sorry, Tombstone, go ahead.
No, my wife just said, yeah, this shit looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
She's looking at it on the screen.
Yeah. It's I'm glad she likes it, because I feel like we have spent a good chunk of time trying to make this the best experience we could possibly make it, and I think we've succeeded.
Right.
I really do. That's such an amazing. I mean, look at that, dog. That's so
Yeah.
silly.
And now that it works on the animated panel part too.
Oh yeah, it
Crazy.
totally does. It totally does. Let me go back to one real quick. Oh, this is a good one here.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I went too far. There we go. Reset. There, look at that. That's so crazy. Remember when we couldn't get that to work?
Remember.
And it was like, fuck, we got to get it to where you could zoom in on the animation because it was something with the rendering wrapper that was making it to where it wouldn't do that. And now you can literally one-to-one that. And wait till we have it to where different layers have different animations. That's
Where the
coming
inks
too.
are now animated.
Yep, the inks are animated. The sketches are animated. Like you can animate a pencil drawing the goddamn sketch. Like you could do all kind of shit, dog. It's so stupid.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing like this on the market, dog. I also will say that as this gets more and more refined, and you know, at the end of the day, it's like we want to be accessible in more and more places. There will be sort of specialized interaction considerations that will be made per medium. I know that was a mouthful, but what that means is what we want is to make sure that if you are a Steam Deck user, or you're a Switch user, or you're an Xbox or a PlayStation user, or you're an iOS user, all of those input mediums are considered and are taken into account for how you interact with this. Because one thing right now is like we've been designing this for desktop and mobile, and there's conflicts between the two sometimes. But that's also because we haven't really sort of isolated and specialized in medium specific interaction considerations, and that's going to be the next round of refactoring and, you know, making more efficient and iteration that we're going to do. So this is all before 1.0. I mean, I love the fact that, look, we might make 1.0 before Star Citizen. That's my goal. If Star Citizen beats us to 1.0, I would be kind of pissed because I feel like we've been yeah, dog, like they've been going on for, you know, 19 years or whatever.
Right.
So I feel like we're at least in the game. But follow us at Majesty Reader everywhere. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. We're gonna start posting stuff. I promise. I know they don't have any videos. It looks like a brand new account right now. It's because I haven't told anybody for a long time that these accounts exist. But now that we're starting to get more public and people are starting to know a little bit more about what we're doing, you're gonna start to see a huge push. And we have some very, very well known people who know about this and who are waiting to give their sort of public endorsement of us. That's going to be pretty goddamn incredible. And I'm just waiting really for the other shoe to drop because I feel like we're running out of things to say that we need to do.
True.
Big Norch. For the 20 people in here, don't forget to hit that like button. I've noticed that since we've started sort of showing Majesty off a little bit, we've started to get an uptick in viewers, which is great.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. I just noticing that, and people are going to start to see more. In fact, I'm wondering if when we do Majesty related stuff, should that be streamed on that channel or should it be streamed on this one?
So this is what I think is going to end up happening anyway. I think a lot of people are going to stream. A lot of publishers when they want to do their content and show their stuff off, on their YouTube and things. I think they're going to be using Majesty for that anyway. So you could have it on any other channels for real. Maybe we put some specialized Majesty centric stuff specifically on the Majesty channel.
Mhm.
But I don't think there's a problem showing all this stuff here because we do talk about comics on your channel, right? So
Is it true? It's damn true. Dog, I didn't ever give
It
Kurt
sounded like
Angle
Kurt
his
Angle.
it did. I never gave Kurt Angle his credit for his run in TNA, but apparently he had a legendary run in TNA. When
Yes,
I was
he
sort
did.
of
Yes,
checked
he
out
did.
of wrestling. Yeah, that was it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. They gave him. Look, I feel like WWE did give him respect for a time, but then I remember reading the stuff that Vince said to him about his gold medal. He said that the gold medal and a quarter buy you a cup of coffee or something like that. That's very, very disrespectful to a man who won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Like
Oh,
that's
broken
like
freaking neck. Stupid. Yeah, I
very,
will say
very
this.
disrespectful.
If you take everything into consideration, he might be the greatest ever.
Yes.
It's him or
Yeah,
Brock
if you
Lesnar.
put all of it together. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SPJ says this, and I actually am inclined to agree at this point. His TNA career actually eclipses his WWE run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Big facts. That's a 1987 fax machine right there. I mean, if you consider all the
He
people,
had everything too, bro.
he had everything.
He had everything.
Everything.
He was funny. He could play the heavy if he needed to. Like his in-ring work rate was stupid.
Phenomenal. I mean, just
Yeah.
the only person you could compare him to is like Bret Hart.
Yep.
Like that's the
He
only
come out of that
person.
same.
Yeah, like you're talking
Yep.
about ring technician and ring IQ. Maybe Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart are the only two you could compare Kurt Angle to. But he's absolutely at the elite of elite tables.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of the reasons he doesn't get the flowers he should is because at the time when he was in WWE, which has a lot of more visibility, he also was in there competing with the Undertakers,
Right,
Triple H's,
and Triple H's, and yeah, Kane, yeah.
Yeah, you know. But if you just look on paper, Kurt Angle has everything, and a lot of wrestlers don't. Either they might be very marketable, have a good look, maybe good on the mic, but maybe their in-ring work rate ain't all that great, or maybe they're not good as bad guys. They're good, only good as good. But he could do everything.
He was one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Kazodi says, "This is incredible. New here. I've never seen anything like this." Wow. Well, prepare to have your mind blown because there's nothing like this.
Sure.
There ain't nothing like this. If there is, I mean, I would be quite shocked considering the cost of our legal bills to research and make sure that we protected this.
So play games if you want, but you will get sued.
Yeah, fuck around, Marvel, if
Well,
you
like
want to. DC. I mean, but here's the thing: like, you don't even, it's cheaper just to do business with us. Like, why don't you just release your shit on our platform? You know, because I feel
Listen,
like
if they can release it on Webtoons, you can release it on Majesty.
I was just gonna say
Come
that. I was just gonna say that, bro. That's why we're Harlem Heat, bro. At the end of the day, they are releasing on all these other platforms, and ultimately, if the money is right, they don't really give a shit. We're just another store to them.
They don't.
So
That's it.
Consider us another store. Don't try to like compete with the proprietary technology and just, oh yeah, this is multi-patented. Multi-patent pending. Absolutely. 77 pages. We tried every way. We basically patented every single way you could copy this and clone this,
Right,
and steal this and mimic this and try to create a version or a replica of this. Everything is in that patent. So it's like, yeah, dog.
So if you want to cake us up quicker, you can try to do something and get sued, and then we get all this money from that lawsuit.
You know,
because what did the patent lawyer say? Like, He's very litigious.
Well, he makes his living off of fucking
Yeah.
going after people who infringe on patent patents. So it's like, he's basically a litigious intellectual property lawyer who has made his living here in Arizona doing just that. So it to me is, I think we're protected on that front, and that's really, it's more if people want to just hear yes to that question. The answer to that question is a resounding yes.
Yes.
Zodi says, how do I support this project? So there's a couple of ways. We have a Kickstarter coming up in March. It's most likely in March, 80% in March. We have a Discord. We have all social media, Majesty Reader. majestyreader@gmail.com if you want to email us some ideas, or you want to just sort of email a sort of quote what you thought of when you saw this, and maybe we can put it in our quote book. You can start telling influencers that we exist and that they maybe should give us a meeting, and so that we could show them this, and maybe they could take this and show that their audience and things like that. Like, there's a lot of ways you can support us, and we aren't pushy, we aren't stingy or selfish. We would love to get the visibility of this out very quickly and scale very quickly, because we believe there's a lot of people who want to read comic books on this platform. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that before we go to market, that this experience for reader and publisher is beyond reproach. We've dedicated resources and time and energy and blood and sweat and tears to this, and so you want to go to market and make sure that the initial experience is good enough to be considered beyond reproach. So I know that was a lot straight up promo I just cut there, but let me drop the the Discord, and you can, I think that's the best way to do it. Just join our Discord. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I'm gonna put this in here. Also, welcome. What do you think, Tombstone? Are you ready to hear that a lot?
Yes. I was ready to hear that a lot last year.
Man. Well, the good thing about us is we've been sitting on this for a while. Like, we haven't said anything to anybody. There's been like 7 people on planet Earth who knew about this for the last 3 years.
For the last 3 years.
And I would even say, going back a little bit further, the idea, I'd say it was an even smaller group. It was like 4 or 5 people. So well, yeah, you knew, but your family. Like, if you weren't internal family, you had no clue that this was going on. In fact, I talk to people now, they're like, bro, you've been working on this the whole time? I'm like, yeah. It's like, why didn't you say anything? It's like, what was I gonna say? Like,
exactly.
It was one of those things where it's like, I didn't want to say anything if I didn't have anything.
First of all, he need to understand that we're also in the comic books business, and one of the biggest rules in comic books is show don't tell.
That's true.
Now we have something to show you. So
yeah. And
welcome to the Legion of Thum.
Yeah, the Legion of Thum. I love it. Man, that's awesome. And what's crazy is, remember when we were trying to get the additives in the loop to work?
Oh yeah.
That was dope as fuck. So that was fun. And then we do something like this right here. Oh, whoops. Set it everything. And we do something like that. And now that that's gone as well, it's so amazing. You know what I love too is this rotation feature where it's like, oh yeah, I just want to rotate. I got something in my hand. That's why I feel. People's like, why is he fumbling the mouse? Does he suck? It's like, no, I actually am a pothead, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to smoke or show you this more. So I apologize.
Like, does he suck?
Does he suck really bad? It's like, no.
Yo, that reminds me. This is a little off of the topic, but it reminds me of when my homeboy Dennis, he started coaching a kid's football team, and a play that he tried didn't work. And I'll never forget the kids ran up to him when the play didn't work. We stand over on the side. They talked to him. And it was like, "You suck, Mr. Nuts."
Oh, the disrespect.
Think it was, if y'all was about 10 or 15 years older,
Yeah, he
you
would
would
have
not have
whooped
said
your
that
ass.
to the
Yep. Nah, that wasn't the guy you would have said that to. That's
Nah.
funny.
Nah. You suck, Mr. Dennis. Hilarious.
That is too funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on the animation of the inks next.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool.
Mm-hmm. I just gotta figure out what to name that particular layer. Like how am I gonna format that?
Oh, that's because that's on a motion layer. Yeah. Okay, that makes
Yeah, yeah. So I would need to have we can have multiple motion layers on there, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nested
I had to put
layer.
on another motion. Give it a name and set up the positioning of it. Like where does it come in the rotation when you're going through the different layers? I think I got an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go finish working on the content that I got for this month on Patreon.
Yeah. Hit me up.
Yeah, but it was good talking to you. Good talking to everybody.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Peace, brother. Yeah. Don't forget to support us on Patreon as well. That's another way to support. Patreon.com/majesticcomics. That definitely helps out because shit is expensive, and every month I got a goddamn new stupid bill. That's the cost of doing business. Is fucking the cost of doing business. Yeah, our smart paneling mode is stupid. Bro, come on, dog. Who's fucking with this? I'm just saying. Norch. Oh, SBJ, what you doing? I'm trying to get back to our Thursday meetups. I don't know if you're down for next week, but I'm down. Usually you're my last meeting on Thursdays. I know I had a special day today, but yeah, let's do next week because I still got the other high value client. If we land this client, let me tell you something. There's 22 people in this chat right now. If we land this fucking client, there's gonna be 220, if not more, in this very chat the moment we announce who that fucking client is. They're that fucking big. Now, I will say that they're in a very specific sector of comics. Not saying that that's a good or a bad thing, but if you know them type shit. Fuck, I've been reading comics all day and I'm not tired. I'm just not. Everyone's resentful of how little money they make. Damn. That's real talk right there. With the blam blam. Damn, headshot. I always like this panel right here. Now we have a bug with our spreads for some architecture underlying. That's going to be fixed in a little bit. Although, doesn't mean we can't zoom in because we have fantastic. Oh, you know what you guys have never seen? You've never seen the mini map. So we got a mini map up here. So up here, you could literally take the thing up here. There's like a mini map. And so it'll tell you where you are on the comic, like a fucking first person shooter. And you will literally be able to like take the square and just drag it and be like, oh yeah, I just need to be here or I need to be there. Works a little bit better on tablet. Here, there's a little bit of a jaggedness to it because of the mouse. But on tablet, it's perfect, right? But you can like press anywhere in here too, which is actually better on the click. So you can be like, oh, this is kind of where I want to be, or this is where kind of I want to be. And you can do that. But because I never use mini-map mode, I totally forgot that that's a feature that we had. Like, we got a lot of fucking shit. There's so many fucking... we got so many fucking keybinds. Like, this shit is... You're gonna play this shit like music. People are gonna play Majesty like music. Craziness. As Biddy Love would say, class. But I am done for the day. It's 5:13. I probably got 2 minutes left. Yes, there will be accompanying music and ambience and sound effects and, you know, like every kind of way that we can. I mean, you know that already. I'm not talking to you specifically. But to everybody else who's not really in the know, every way we can satisfy that dopamine, we're going to try to do that. And to SBJ's point, whether it's accompanying ambience, music, sound effects, commentary, like this will be the ultimate reading experience. This will be the ultimate comic reading experience. There will be nothing like this. So follow us. I posted the Discord link. I want to post it one more time. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We got, and if it doesn't look like we have anything posted there, you're in the right place because we've never posted anything. This is the first time we've really just talked about it, shown it. You know, there's a couple places we've talked about it. There's a couple interviews we've done, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is quite insane what we are doing here. Oh, by the way, if you do come in, there's an introduce yourself section. Just let us know, like, hey, how you found us, and you know, are you a reader, a publisher, an artist? Like, you know, what is your what is your kung fu, if you will? What is your style of martial art? But we're everywhere. Majesty Reader. We even have a Reddit. And I think I'm going to start posting stuff to our subreddit as well. So follow us on Reddit as well. Follow Greydon Square on Spotify. I guess now I can use that platform to promote another platform. Love you too, E. All the plugs. Oh yeah, Black Culture Geeks is back this weekend. Are you guys back this weekend? Yes. So, Black Culture Geeks back this weekend. This was the first week back at office hours. I mean, in months. Oh. I may end up using some of the chat here for like media. I'll bleep out, like I'll blur out your usernames and stuff like that. Just more of the, well, unless you want your name in it, then but I do feel like we have something pretty incredible, and I think the transition to what comics was and how they were consumed to what they will be and how they will be consumed. I think we are a major player in that. And so I'm down to listen to every reader to try to figure out what it is that they want so that they prefer to read on Majesty Reader, as opposed to like, oh, you know, I just prefer another reader, which is like, nah, we don't want you to prefer another reader. We want you to prefer our reader, because our reader, in our opinion, our humble opinion, is a royal reading experience, and other readers are for the let's just say the plebeian type. So I'm just kidding. I'm just cutting a promo, you guys. Let me get out of here and play some Battlefield with my guys. Oh shit, I gotta tell you guys a story real quick. Okay, so last night got a chance to play Battlefield with the homies, and this is one of those Battlefield adventures where you're just like, you can't believe it happened the way that it happened. So I'm gonna just tell this story because I don't want it to be gone to the universe. I'm gonna leave this stream up. So we get in, and we have a normal spot that when we play Red Sec. So we're playing Red Sec, right? Which is a battle royale. You die, you can come back if you have a defib, or you can respawn if under the right conditions. But it's high stakes. You want to win. You want chicken dinner, right? So we parachuting into our alpha site. Turns out there's 3 teams heading for that same spot. So we're like, we're gonna land there. However, we know where the vehicle is. So everyone else, it looks like they're landing there for the first time. We know exactly where to go. So we all land literally right around the vehicle. We hop in the vehicle. Instant firefight ensues. Mr. Games on the gun. Our 4th guy, who's a stranger, he gets into a firefight. We're trying to wait for this dude. He doesn't look like he's coming our way. So it's like, all right, fuck it. We're gonna leave you behind. Maybe you'll catch up with us, right? So we pull off. We go to our second site. We know this site. Like, we know the path. We could probably drive it with our eyes closed. Soon as we pull up, we're taking fire. Now, because of the way I'm turned around on the camera, when I drive off, I head on in collision into another vehicle, and we're stuck. And Game is literally on the 249, dumping at whatever is shooting at us, and he's taking fire in the rear. And basically, Heisenberg is trying to tell me how to get us unstuck, because we're like stuck in between a vehicle and like a weird ass fucking bank. So I pull back, pull off. We're taking fire. Boom, boom, boom. We pull off. we're kind of driving. We're driving through some crazy terrain or whatever. We pull off to this city, and then right when we come into the city, mortar fire, boom, right in front of the Humvee. I pull off right into the golf course, drive up. There's a helicopter just sitting right there. We pull up to the helicopter. Everybody dismounts. Heisenberg's on the stick, jumps in the pilot seat. Me and Game jump in. He takes off. We take off. Maybe, I don't know, 5-10 seconds in the air. Beep, 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 beep. Lock. Oh shit, countermeasures, flares. Didn't matter. Still got hit. We're going down. Heisenberg, he's pulling up. He's like, shit, I'm trying to save us. We hit the ground, slide. Everybody hops out. We survive. Everybody survives. Lunacy. Soon as we get out, literally trying to figure out, like, do we have all of our fucking body parts? Are we good? Like, what the fuck is up? Incoming fire. We had to fight underneath a parking lot underpass from vehicle to vehicle to a building where we had to fucking fight through dudes and take the top floor. We've got like 8 kills at this point, right? We're like fighting through dudes to get to positions. Oh, by the way, we're at the edge of the map. So the fucking border comes in and now we're behind the line. We got to make our way back to the center of the map. So we gear up, we hop down. As soon as we hop down, the border is pushing us into another team. And of course, I got to tell the whole story. This is where our story ends. We end up getting ambushed. I actually was the last guy to survive it. I ended up coming back around trying to save our guys. Took out one more of the guy, ended up with 9 kills, ended up dying. And yeah, we did push-ups. So it was great. What a mission. What an adventure. What a fucking adventure that was. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace, 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 peace. See you tomorrow.